Hi, my name is Mason Son, and today I'm going to be talking about COVID-19. You've probably heard of COVID-19. It's been on the news a lot recently, and this is kind of why I decided to do my project on COVID-19. I just want to put out some of the stuff that I read and learned about over the research that I did and provide that to you. So first off, I want to start with basically what is the coronavirus or COVID-19. And COVID-19, or scientifically known as SARS-CoV-2, is an animal virus. It's very rare for humans to contract animal viruses like SARS-CoV-2. And once they have contracted this, it's also very rare for it to spread or to have community spread like this virus has had. The only two other viruses that we know that are like this are MERS and SARS, or better known as MERS-CoV and SARS-CoV, given the name SARS-CoV-2. SARS actually means that it's from a bat, so we know that this one as well as SARS-CoV are both from bats. So that sort of gives us a premise of how it started. So it started in the Wuhan, Hubei province, and it came from a seafood market. They don't exactly know how it got transmitted in a seafood market, but they do know that it is from a bat. So it's likely that someone ate it or ingested a bat or feces of a bat or something of that such. Very quickly, person-to-person contact started a community spread between people to people. This spread across China, and then that slowly brought it over to the United States through person-to-person contact. So if we go to the next slide. So this is a graph, and it's probably really blurry on there and really blurry on here as well. But it shows you the start date of it, and this wasn't the first start of it, but this was where cases started to really spike. And then this shows you other provinces in China. So if we look at this right here, this is going to show you basically that the Wuhan Hubei province spiked, and then they came back down. The spike took about a week, and if you look here, this is more widespread. So this is more what you'd see in America. It took about a month for this to go through acceleration, deceleration, preparation. You're probably wondering what acceleration, deceleration, preparation is. So that is the last three stages of a pandemic. So this is a pandemic guide, and it is from the CDC. So we see that preparation, recognition, intuition, and then acceleration, deceleration, preparation. Again, so the CDC says that we are somewhere between initiation and acceleration, and we don't exactly know when we'll hit deceleration. Since it's a virus, we haven't got to deceleration yet because we haven't started seeing a fall in cases or a fall in the amount of cases coming in daily. So in the United States, we know that where the cases come from, and we know that they've all came from travelers outside the U.S. that have came to the U.S. or U.S. citizens that have gone to China and came back. These travelers came in contact with others, and this led to what happened in China, where we have a community spread again. Excuse me. So this leads to now every state has confirmed cases. So basically every state is shut down now. So if we look back at this, this is really this graph really is really good and really accurate, and it shows us that here where it was very much quarantined in Hubei, and they were able to get it to spike and then come down. Here, it took a much longer curve for it to come down. So we know that if we practice some basic hygienic ways, we can stop SARS-CoV-2. So these are wash your hands, good hygiene, don't touch your face, self-quarantine if needed, and then patience. And I really want to emphasize patience because that's how you get through a virus, is you have to be very patient, stay at home, self-quarantine, do all the necessary steps, stay focused, know that you're going to get through it, and just be patient and waiting for that. So currently there's no vaccine for COVID-19, so there's no real way to immediately just stop it. So again, patience is how we are going to be able to stop it. How to know if you have COVID-19? So COVID-19 is a flu. COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2 is a flu type virus. So you can have basic flu symptoms, fever, a cough, a sore throat, headache, basic flu symptoms, ways that you're gonna, not be able to go to work, stuff like that, basic. But the main thing that separates SARS or COVID-19 is respiratory issues, inability to breathe, coughing a lot, stuff like that. That's really what separates COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2 from any other virus like this, is not having the ability to breathe. So, someone coughing, having respiratory issues, stay away from them. If you are having these, go to a doctor. So what effects has it had on, people right now is the last thing I'm going to go over. So in Ohio, they've shut down pretty much everything. My job was shut down first, I think. So I work at a recreation center, and they've slowly closed businesses and other things. So that now, basically people should not be going out for essentials. And that goes back to patience. And how we stop this is, staying at home and only going out if needed. That concludes my speech to inform on the coronavirus.